And then she was telling me who they were. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then another guy I know from Indianapolis, we used to run in the same music circles right when I was getting started in music at like 18 for real. So I've been doing this for a long time, y'all, just by the grace of Yah. But he was like a mime dancer, just a really gifted mime dancer. And he and his wife are now in this walk, and I'm just like, wow, you cannot make this up. You can't make this up. And it was just a beautiful time. Lots of praise and worship that went forward. They talked about forgiveness and reconciliation as well, which is really, really, really important. So man, it was just really well-rounded. It was a beautiful time, and I wanted to share with you guys because I posted a part of the concert from Friday night, the Detroit 313 Truth Music concert. And it's so funny, y'all. I want to tell a story because I was practicing probably for close to 3 months for this. And the Most High, he gave me, he gave me what to say. He gave me, what to minister, what songs, all of that. It was crazy. And I was just thanking him. I was like, thank you, Abba Yah, thank you. And I felt so prepared. I was like, Abba, I feel so prepared for this moment. Not just musically, but, naturally, spiritually, and so because the Most High has been working with your girl for a minute. He's had me in the cooker, so to speak, for a while. And I understand now why. So I get there and I go up to minister, right? And let me stop before I go there, because while I was practicing, a lot of times I would be doing like praise songs, like in between, just practicing. That's just a thing that I do, right? Like a praise song will hit me and I just start singing it. And I could be on that for, 5 or 10 minutes, then go back into practicing my songs. I specifically heard, I would say, like, I want you to start, by giving me my praise. And I was like, that's fine. And he said, I need you to get used to having no music. I just want you to do it a cappella. I was like, wow, okay, that's different. For any of, the music artists out there, you're used to, being accompanied by your music, and, it just kind of helps you get into the groove of everything, right? But, Abba has really been, he's been telling me, like, I need you to get comfortable with me just in different ways. You don't need music. Are you satisfied with me? I said yes. And so for a little bit it was just kind of awkward. I was like, wow, I would just be praising him like with no music, right? And I completely understand why he was prepping me for that, like why he was speaking that to me. So I started with praise, right? And so then I went into a story. You can see it on my YouTube. It's also on my website. I'm going to be updating my website as well, and with the pictures and everything. But so I'm like, okay, Abba, so I get up there and I tell the story, and it leads into the first song that I know I heard Abba say do. And then, like, all of a sudden they couldn't, there was a big storm that came through, and they couldn't pull my tracks up. And then when they tried to pull it up, the file wouldn't work. Now, granted, like, look, this is a service I use all the time. Like when I go out and Abba allows me to sing, I was like, wow, okay. So I say all this to say that our walk just is not about our music or whatever Yah is given. Like sometimes it's like I ended up sharing the inner chambers of my praise with the people, and that's what he wanted. He was like, scratch the tracks. Like everything was just praise. Everything was about him. And I'm so thankful and grateful, because I wasn't even mad, y'all. Like I wasn't even mad. Like Abba he wanted all of his praise to go up. And so it was a humongous blessing, y'all. It was a humongous blessing. And one of my prayers was, you know, I'm nothing without your ruach. I'm nothing without your anointing. Anoint me from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet. We can have, you know, so much talent. We can be, you know, a prolific speaker, singer, rapper, whatever Yah has called us to do. But if we don't, you know, have any oil, it's like, whew, it can't really. Well, he does have grace and mercy on us. And he knows our situations, but the power is what's so important. The humility is what's so important. The more that we have is the more humble that we should be. So Abba Yah ended up blessing in a tremendous way.